This is Clover's needle felting program. I'd like to share with you all the different tools that we have. And first of all, we have two sizes of brush mats. We have a 5 needle felting tool. It's very nice because it has a locked and unlocked position. So when it's locked, this doesn't produce the needles. When it's unlocked, you're ready to work into your mat. The next thing that we have that I'm going to talk to you about are the needles. The needles are unique because they're barbed. They're very sharp and they have little barb edges on the ridges on the point. And the reason for that is what we're trying to do is integrate the fibers one into the other so that we actually create a felt. The next tool that we have is, you'll see this in action during the demonstration here, but this is a rake that actually can combine the roving together, and you can use it to hold. And you also have this end, which is a brush cleaning section, so that you can clean roving that has gotten down into your mat out. The other style that we have is called a pin style needle felting tool, and it's very nice because it has a cap, of course, to keep it to protect, but it also has 3 needles. The nice thing about this is that you can do more of your fine work with needle felting. You can take out the needles and take it down to just 1 needle. 3, 2, or 1. Very easy to change your needles and to remove them. You will use this cap when you're working with it pin style. When you're working with our molds, and we have several molds that go along with this program, and they look like this. You want to use the guard on the pin style, and it just fits on like this. And then as you're using the mold, it prevents the needles from going too far down or getting caught on the mold itself. So it's really a nice tool that regulates the depth that your needles are going to go into the brush mat. You always want to take this off, put the pen section back on, and put the cap on when you're done. And by the way, you can also, I didn't talk about it at the beginning here, but these can also be changed as well, the needles in the 5 needle felting tool. It's just a matter of taking out this disc and then pulling out your needle and replacing. So there you go. The other thing that we have is that the star of the show is the wool roving. These are just a few of our colors, but it comes in many, many different colors. The next thing that I want to do is to show you some technique of how all these tools work. And the first one, we're going to use the large mat. We're going to use the 5 needle felting tool. We're going to just take some roving, which is unspun wool, and we're going to pull off a chunk, and you'll see that it's all in straight lines. What you want to do is really stir it up. And if you want some extra coloration to give it a little bit of dimension, you can mix your colors, and that's always fun to do. And that's where your rake is going to come into handy. So it's almost like carding. If the fibers are straight and not jumbled up like this, you won't get a good felt. So it's very important to have just the biggest mess you can create. We like that about our crafting. Alright, once you've done that, you're going to put it onto your brush mat and then just begin, oh, it's in the locked position. It's a good thing. This is repeated, fast, quick punches. I like to pick it up from the edges and roll it in. A lot of times that will give you a nice nice edge on your felt. You're actually creating felt right now. So as these barbs are going through the roving and to the brush mat, all these little fibers are getting stuck together. You want to do a little bit on one side and then turn it over and felt again on the back. It's quite an interesting process, and it's like making bread in some cases where you're kneading it back and forth, one side and then